Alright, and it should be going live any second now. Any second. Any second now, and hey look, now it's live. Right, so now I know what I'm doing. Now that I've played the vanilla game to remind myself what's in the vanilla game, it's time for a new game. So, it's going to be called, what's the most typical northern town name I can think I know? Grimsby. It's Grim in Grimsby. So we've got flat plain, lake waters, marsh, swamp valleys, bleak mountains, verdant plains. Well, that sounds rather nice. So we'll go, also affects rivers, lakes and mountains. So we'll go with very large. And the climate is, we can have very mild, fair, harsh, very harsh, Mediterranean, no snow. Tropical, no snow. Warm, arid, no snow or rain. Temperate, harsh, hot, harsh, cold, freezing. Perfect. Let's go with very mild. And then the starting conditions, we're going to go with the Adam and Eve scenario. Start with just 2 people, small amount of food, firewood and clothing is provided, small storage car. No structure's been built, no seeds or livestock initially available. You have to survive and acquire everything. Yeah, it does look a bit RuneScapey, and the guy that did the artwork on this, well, let's just say he's created a very good vision of stone and wood and a bit of thatch. But we're going to go with the Mega Mod. Mega Mod. So I'll just do OK. Not only am I going to do OK, I'm going to Alt-Tab out of that. And you better believe I'm going to be getting my cheats at the ready, because there's no way I'll survive otherwise, especially with, after 1 or 2 generations of incestual couplings, there's going to be problems in my population of just don't like 'em town. In fact, that's the point. I'm going to rename the town to, hang on, press play. Yep, pressing play, okay. And then, this game, try as I might, just not do well with windowed mode or full screen mode, so sorry for this bit. I keep trying to click on it, and every time I do, the screen goes black. I want to change the name, right. I'm going to call it JDLEville. JDLE upon Tyne. There we go. We're going to call whatever the river is, the River Tyne. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but in the background I've got some bacon very slowly cooking. So I've just put a bit more coal on the fire. Right, so do start. And then, do we get a loading animation? No, I've got a black screen. I don't know about you. Yeah, you've got a black screen as well. So this bit could take a while to load. Here we go. Here's the loading bit. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. So as soon as I get into the game, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to say, you build a shack. And then once I've done with building a shack, I'll build a stockpile. And then either food. Yeah, I think I probably will do a fishing dock. But we'll see. We'll see what goes. Because we only got a man and a woman. And I've got to give them a shack so at the very least they can have a child, and then from that can build another house. And got to get some firewood in, so somebody's got to, chop some firewood. Right, so pause the game, immediately pause the game. Right, so let's have a look at what we got. Let's bring up the overhead map. And this is the map of JDLE upon Tyne. So we've got a lake there. Yeah. What else we got? We got a lake there, so that'd be a good point for trading spots. But I can initially just have a trading spot over here, and the trading spot will be a very good place just to get all sorts of resources. So what have we got on the? We got apples, so we got food, we got tools, we got coats, we got firewood. Right. So absolute top priority. I'm going to build a tiny shack here. So that takes 10 logs and 2 bits of iron or steel. I don't know what it takes. But if I build that there, and it can tell me log and stone. Right. So I'm going to tell you to remove resources. There's stone there. Little bit of stone. Right. So remove those. And then remove some of those trees. And remove that. Right. Then. Storage market. That's it. I need storage. So I'll do a stockpile. Just do a... Oh, I could do a transparent stockpile. Now let's go with a normal stockpile for the moment. Like so. And just say that's where you're going to put stock. And then to top it all off, let's have a dirt road. Ah, that stockpile's in the wrong area. I've got to get it all lined up. So let's remove that. Yep. And then do that. Yep. Now stockpile. Stockpile. Pile where you put your stock in. Stockpile. No. There's a stockpile. Now I need to assign these people jobs. So I have general statistics there. That's the current weather and temperature. Is that in Celsius or Fahrenheit? Options. Interface. Show Celsius temperatures. There we go. Applying. Do that. Resume. So it's 1 degree. Okay. So that is up north. Don't need the overhead map anymore, but I do need a list of jobs. List of jobs. Alternate event, various professional lists. Right. So I'll do it as full scrolling professional list. That's it. There we go. And we need 3 builders. Well, we've got 2. So I'll do that. And then unpause the game. And let's see what they do. Well, they've picked up some tools. Shame the names aren't, you know, Adam and Eve. So we got Xavi and Philly. Very French sounding northerners. I don't know about you, but... Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. So far today I've had pretzel, pain au chocolat and a pomelo, which is a bit like a grapefruit, but I think it's more pleasant. Yeah. Not that hungry, really. Don't know why, but there you have it. So now they're going to go off and get some resources, which is very nice. So there she is. She's got some resources. Picking up resources, yeah. And where are you going? This game does have music, by the way, but I've turned it off. I see that the tool changes based on what they're doing. Some wood. Good. And there's our first stock of things. So they're picking it up and they're going to the construction site for their shack. There we go. Got some logs, just need stone and logs. So let's speed things up a bit. There we go, that's all the stone, just need, and there we got the logs. And there's the house. Come on, get it going. Alright, there's a house. So the very next thing I'm going to do, and oh look at that, the reserve of food is low, is I'm going to build another house. So I'm going to build another house right next door to it, just over there. Oh look at that, that's a good time to get your shack up and running because already it's starting to rain. So here comes the second lot. Xavi is 14, Philly is older. I see. She's got herself a toy boy. I'm sure he'll do his duty. Let's get some remove resources and do it in that area as well. And where's Xavi gone? There he is. So they've got some resources to take down, and then it's just a case of logs and stone. Well, already got plenty of logs, so let's just say collect some stone in that area. Now, time to cheat like the dirty bastard I am, so we're going to go with unlimited resources. So there we go, I've pressed the button, and now we see we've got some pile of logs in there. We've done that. Now, what next do I want? Unlimited food. Let's try that. 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go, got unlimited food in there. Oh, I see. So the stuff they're picking up, they're using that like a storage barn. Speaking of which, let's have a look for barn. Have we got a tiny barn? Tiny small barns. Tiny veg fruits, tiny proteins, tiny small I want a small storage barn. There we go. Let's put it over there. Already there's the sound of a little bit of a community going. So at the moment it's still Xavi and Philly. That's all we got. But I'm hoping things will improve in time. Especially when they got a new house to move into. Chop chop. And what else can I do? Inventory. They got apples, they got firewood. Unlimited houses firewood is F10. Right, let's try that. 8, 9, 10. By the way, I did get curious. It seems that if you have a third of your population devoted to gathering food, then you've got enough food to last you. But if you don't have your population doing that, then whoa, you will die of starvation quickly. And it's no good just saying, oh yeah, I've got a third of the population devoted to food. Have you got enough storage space for when all that food comes in? And what sort of food are you getting? Because if you've got orchards with fruit trees, then you're going to be lean for a few years, and then when the harvest comes in, you better have enough room to hold all that harvest in. And then, of course, there's livestock as well. So there we go. This house here, this is part of the vanilla game. So it's a wooden house. It doesn't offer much insulation, but it can be upgraded to a stone house, and then later on to a country house, which is part of the mod. So let's just do another thing over here, like so. And they still seem happy to be in their tiny shack, but that's okay. I mean, I could always upgrade it. It just takes wood and that. Upgrade to a tiny house. Provide houses for residents, more warmth and comfort. Some resource in existing building will be reclaimed. So we got a barn. I want them to do stuff. I want them to build a barn first, then we can upgrade the house. Why aren't you having children yet? Come on, he's 15 years old, you're 18. Chop chop, time's a wasting. I mean, they seem to be happy to gather resources. Maybe they just need some time to get to know one another. There we go. Now we got the stuff for a small storage barn. There's our barn. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you remove that cart. And it says the reserve of food is low, but that's okay, because you can put it in the small storage barn, can't you? At least I hope you will. The reserve of tools is low, and the reserve of food is low. The reserve of firewood is low. And hey, look at that, they've had their child. So there we go, we got a daughter. Well, that is a good sign. So now, here they go. They're picking stuff up from the cart. They're putting it into the storage barn. Ah, look at that. We got tools. Got apples. Rather a lot of apples. And space in the barn is full. Log, stone and iron is nearing capacity. So we're going to need yet another. Where is it? Here it is. let's do that one. Construction stockpile, just a stockpile, please. Like so. There's a stockpile. And there's all the stuff. So we got hide coat, flax, so loads of stuff. Brilliant. Got plenty of firewood, that's good. So now we just got 2 idle builders. Okay, so next up, I think we need some food production. So raw food gathering, and we're going to have a fishing dock. Like so. Pop it there. Do that. So now let's see what they do. Now I can upgrade these roads. In the base game you have dirt roads and stone roads. But then you have things like country road with fallen leaves, gravel road 1, soil road, moss road, a brick road. Well, let's see about that, shall we? So we're just going to do a stone road for the moment. Upgrade those 2 sections there. And then pause as the game goes to autosave. So there's a stockpile there. There's stockpile. Ah, that's right. Nobody's gathering stone. So let's have them gather some stone, shall we? There's that house. Well, it's still a tiny shack, I should say, but yeah. What's that bacon doing? Still cooking away. So that, there we go. There's our fishing dock. Oh, I see. Ale wench is an ale wench tends to customers at the public inn and garden. Because in the base game you could have a brewer which would take various foodstuffs and turn it into alcohol. So we've got 1 fisherman and we got 1 builder. Now let's say I want to upgrade this. So now they've moved into that house. That's very good. And then this one can be dealt with. So there it is. There's our fisherman. He's fishing. And now it's our first winter. So are we going to survive our first winter? Let's find out. So just moving stuff from the site. There we go. Now putting stuff back on the site. Like so. And what are you doing, little girl? Running around. She's playing. Good. Well, hopefully you'll have a brother to marry soon, because otherwise this little thing is not going to last that long, is it? See, that's a little Wendy house. And I can upgrade that to a stone house. Upgrade to a stone house, which provide more warmth than wooden homes. Some resources existing build be reclaimed. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's upgrade it to a stone home already. So now they're going to be taking resource out of that. And they've all moved back into the tiny house, like so. Yep. So we're just going for the just don't like them approach, where no foreigners are going to be allowed. It's all just Adam and Eve in this one. So we've got logs, but we need a lot more stone. So let's go and get some stone, shall we? There's stone. There's some stone. And there's stone further afield. So builders, if they can't get resources, they'll work as labourers and they'll go out into the field collecting resources, labouring to move things about. But fishermen will always be fishing all the time of the day, and the reserve of stone is low. Well, we're aware of that. That's why I've said go and get some stone. So, there it is. And you're off going there. Don't spend much time working on the site, do you? So if I just click on that, pick up resources. Oh, I see. So you're picking them up, dropping them off. Yep. Pick up some more resources, chopping some stone. Yep. Okay. Just getting enough stone to build the stone house. So need another 7. Now we're doing on food. Well, we got 150 fish, which I don't know how much fish you need to eat in a day. But if we go here, they've got apple, oats, firewood and fish. I assume they just picked up wild oats from somewhere. And there we go. Now the wooden house is being upgraded to a stone house. Oh, I can feel the heat from that. It's roasting my skin. That's good. Sip of water. Oh, whoops. Here's a trick, right? So, if you go to a Lidl or an Aldi, and you can see packs of water or fizzy drink or what have you there, and each of the bottles in the thing will be individually priced. So fizzy water in Aldi, 2 litres of it is 25 pence. Well, you can pick up a 6-pack of those, and you read out the number, the product lookup code on it to the cashier. Now, if he's busy and new and inexperienced, or if he just doesn't care, you read out the number, he'll put it through, and it's like, well, that's it. So you can get 6 bottles of fizzy water for 25p, which I think is a reasonable price for water. You know, that's how much you're paying for per litre. You got 12 litres, 25p, let's say 24p. You're paying 2 pence a litre for fizzy water. That's not bad, is it? Fizzy, fizzy. Get busy with the fizzy. Right, so at what point do they start going, hey, you know what, I'd want another rustic abode, a small home that will allow new families up to 4 people, have an existing family of size move and be rehomed. Alright, so let's try this rustic abode. Let's put one there. So we need logs there. Yeah, we need stone. So let's just say remove those resources there. And move some there. See what happens. Well, it seems we've got plenty of stone, plenty of firewood. But all happy to stay in this tiny little home. I mean, judging by the size, the scale on this is quite good actually, so. I mean, I'm looking at that and I'm looking at that and I'm thinking to myself, you could have a bed in there, but no, homes and workplaces are 2 separate things. But here we are in the second winter, it's -1 degrees. And we still got one builder, but Damari Berth is 7 years old. Soon she'll be 8 and she'll be ready to work. But this could be this could be short-lived. I don't know, because there's no sun yet. So maybe I need to encourage, like, maybe I need to, like, say the tiny house is gonna go. You can't live there anymore. Right, so I do that, and then say cancel the removal. Now they've moved into this house. There we go. Now they've got a son. So we've got the tiny Wendy house, we've got the stone house, which is the better of the two, and we've got a rustic abode, which can be upgraded to a town abode when you've got lumber, and then a townhouse when you've got lumber and, is that building materials? But this is early days yet, so we're not ready for those stuff. Resource production, I want orchard foresters. Oh, okay, that's a new thing. Food production, transparent fields, crop fields, raw food gathering. Oh, there's a lot of options here. First of all, we'll get rid of that. Now look at that. Xavi has moved in with Wendon, the son, and then we've got the two daughters there. Alright, but I'm sure when they come of age, they will move into that house. I'm not sure why they're doing that, but there you have it. Well, I suppose it's like, well, I've got a house and you've got a house. Why not? So what we've got in terms of food, we got a gatherer's hut, apiary, that's a new thing, workplace of wild honey seeker, village bee and honey production, hunting blind, village fishing dock, waterside fountain, forest pond, small forest pond with a fishing spot. Oh, well, that's nice. Gather acorns with basket. Use a gathering basket to every gather to collect acorns. Okay. Gather food with basket. Gatherer's hut. Let's just do a simple gatherer's hut. And we've put it over there. That will cover the most amount of area, won't it? So we'll do one there. And then we'll do a dirt road. Actually, you know what? Let's not do a dirt road. I want to do a country road. Country road with fallen leaves. But first, the thing has to be built so I can see where I'm building a road from and to. Let's do another dirt road there. Dirt road there. Good thing she hasn't died during childbirth. That would have been a bit nerve-wracking. So where are you going? Ah, there it is. Right, so Moss Road, Soil Road, Gravel Country. That's what I want. Ah. Can't build it there for some reason. Not sure why, but let's just go with that for the moment. And we got a labourer, good, so we'll have two builders. Let's have a look at our new builder. That is, oh yeah, the girl. She's 10 years old, ready to become a full-time builder. We've still got a 3-year-old boy. So, Philly's living on... Oh, I see. And then, yeah, she's moved into the Wendy house. That's good. So, yeah, if you're watching this, welcome to my my ethno-state, where we started off with Philly, a woman, and Xavi, a man, who've now had 2 children, Wendon and Damari Beth. I don't know how these names are generated, but they are. So I'm almost thinking to myself, now's the time to have a trading post. A trading post. That's it. It'll be under markets and stuff. Market, but trade buildings. All your trading needs. I want just the vanilla trading post. A large port, small port, smuggler's dock, trading post. So this is the vanilla game trading post, and a very useful building it is too, as shall be demonstrated henceforth, forthwith, with forth. So I'll just do a road connecting it. And in addition to that, I want resource production, fuel. No, it's resource production. Orchard, foresters, raw materials founding, oils and minerals, foresters and logging, that's it. So I want a forester lodge, and that's going to go like so, there. And that will give us a supply of there's not enough. You ain't got. We want some firewood. So F10. Let's just do that. F10. We're gonna get some firewood. Nope. There, got firewood. All right. So quickly build another house, a wooden house. Just build one there, like so. And I'm going to go resource production. Resource production. No, it's refining. So fuel production. The woodcutter. Yep, we'll just do a basic woodcutters. This is the one which you'd see in the vanilla game. Like so. And there's a road which goes right in the middle. So why not have a road that goes right in the middle? Like so. And already, to satisfy all these building projects, we would need 16 builders. We don't have 16 builders. Fuel is gathering fuel. Oh, that's really nice. So, it says she's gathering fuel. What we got? Apple, ginger, onion seeds, reeds, flax, rhodes, hips. So, no, I'm going to do another cheat instead. Good weather. F5. And then F10 to get rid of that. There we go. So, yeah, it's the early winter, but it's a nice balmy 21 degrees. So, hopefully that should help there, because I don't want our man to be suffering ill health from the weather. Right. Chop, chop. And how's that boy going along? Well, he's 5 years old, so in another 5 years' time, he'll be able to marry a sister. And I think that bacon is about to cook. Excuse me, bacon's cooked. Alf 10 is haram. Alf Hive is also haram. I bet you eat pork too. Ah, good old Alf Tour. I miss that comic. Very sad to see it no longer exists on the internet, and oh, that is crispy. That is crispy, and that is very, very hot. Yep, I'm just going to put that down for a bit, because that is too hot to handle. So apparently there's no firewood in there, nothing to burn, and yet somehow there's still smoke coming up the chimney. How does that work then? I don't know, but somehow it does. So we got stored wood, we got stored... oh, I see, yeah, so she's out busy building here, along with her daughter. So, build the gatherer's hut, there we go. There's a good woman. No one to work in it, mind you. Not to worry. Is there a way I can increase... Ah, there. Show limits. Increase priority. So this one, I want you to increase the priority. And she's like, well, I'm building this house, so no, not going to do it. But anyway, there's a vacant house, should they want to move or upgrade. Oh, look. Phil and when they... So, the mother, as I don't know who she had. I assume it's like you've had a child with Xavi, but both of the children moved into there, and Damiana Beth is still there. So, well, that's good. So we got three, two daughters and one son. Okay, but now let's just slow things down a bit and have a woodcutter. Woodcutter. Where be the wood? There's the woodcutter. There we go. I married my sister, but I would never eat pork. I learned a new term today. So your name would be Benjamin Chode or Ben Chode. Ben Chode. Ben Chode? Ben Chode. Yes. I've been reading Alf Tour today. I've been reminding myself of how much I enjoyed that comic back in the day. The last sort of update on this site was webcomics are stupid. And I guess that meant he's not going to carry on with this anymore, is he? So there we go. We've got a bit of that in it. So now, yeah, got firewood. Excellent. So I can turn the weather cheat off. Because no way in hell could I... this sort of game is not the sort of game... I've watched people playing it. It's like, oh, this is how to manage this and that. But honestly, in the early game, the amount of building I've done here, probably a bit too optimistic. But you sort of think to yourself, oh, I've got to get as much food as possible. All right, let's build as many food-gathering buildings as possible. And it's like, but you don't really have enough people to do it. So yeah, we got one working as a woodcutter. Who's working as a woodcutter? Who is it? It's Philly. I guess he's got bored with fishing, so who's fishing instead now? Who's being the fisherman? The fisherman is now... Where's fisherman? Man who did the fish. Fisherman... There's a fisherman. It is Xavi, the woman who is a builder. So we've got Xavi there, and we've reached our limit for fuel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this stockpile here. Reserve of logs is low. Well, there's not much I can do about it. She's 16. Yeah. Wendon's 8, so he's not old enough yet. And Xavi's on his own. I mean, maybe she could move in with it, but then it's like dad and daughter. Oh, yeah. Oh, anyway. Maybe like Xavi or Philly will go and visit Xavi and who knows what happened. But I'm going to tell them to upgrade the stone house. Upgrade this wooden house to a stone house. So now, hopefully, where's our builder? Where are you? You're picking up resources. Yeah. The reserve of stone is low. The reserve of everything's low. So let's just remove some resources. Say, remove that. Remove that. Remove some of that. There we go. Got stone, you got wood, you got iron, you got everything you need. What if I increase the fuel limit? What if I said you can have a maximum of 500? Well, let's try that then. There you go. Now you've got some more work to do. And what about our builder? Picking up resources. Uh-huh. What about a road? Country road. Country road. It's a road in the country. Country road is a road. Country road is a road in the country. Yeah, the people are scuttling around very quickly because I had it on 5 times speed, but this is the normal speed. So here's our builder, 16-year-old Damari Beth. Yeah. That structure's still being upgraded, but there's only one builder, so... I mean, what other jobs have I got? I've got a builder. Looking for any one where it's not 0. Got a builder. Got a fisherman. Got a woodcutter. That's it. So there's 3 adults and there's 2 children, which is all right, seeing as it was only 2 people at one point. And there's our 36-year-old filly. Yeah. Her clothing quality is fair. The tool is iron. And if I go on the storage barn, we see here we've got hide coats and we've got iron tools. Right, so now we're coming into late autumn. This is the 4th year, and let's speed everything up to 10x speed. So I've just asked them to decommission that stockpile, move everything into this transparent stockpile here. I don't like the look of the transparent stockpile, actually. I think I might change that later on. But for the moment, we can keep it going. Or just ring it around with a dirt road so I know that's the stockpile. There we go. We drive on the road, a very big road in the country. Ah, what a great song. Yep, it truly is. Ah. Can I eat that bacon yet? Let's give it a poke. Oh, that is proper crispy as fuck. That is a bit crispier than I know. Wow. I tell you what, when it's not sizzling, you can't really tell. Oh wow. The way that's crunchy and the way that tastes is exactly like bacon flavour crisps. Incredible. Oh look, Labra. In fact, let's bring up the events log. Oh, it's salty too. What's the events log say? Wendon has become an adult working as a labourer. So there's Wendon and moved in with his sister. Yeah, so that's good. And we've got Xavi, Philly and Adenaf. Yeah. And hopefully they'll have a... Adenaf is a girl, so hopefully they'll have a son and they can move into a house together. Oh, just got bacon fat over my chest. Crunchy. So I've got 2 builders. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah. Amazing. It's like pork scratching. And our invisible stockpile with firewood and iron ore. And there we go, we've got Simer, 1-year-old, and Saloma. Ah, so is Simer going to marry his Aunt Saloma or his Aunt Adina? They're all going to be cousin brothers by the end of this. I have no knife and fork, so I have to be very careful what I'm doing. Why aren't they doing anything? Do some more work. There we go. Collect some stone and some iron. So you definitely need stone. Food time, sorry guys. I hear building. Oh wow. You know what? There's something to be said for crunchy bacon. Oh yeah. Let's get a gatherer as well. Gosh, so many jobs in this. No, I have one forester. There we go, so we should have a good supply of firewood. Didn't know that could be stored there. Interesting. Very interesting. Still need stone though, so hoping these guys get on with it. And here's our forester. So off they go into the forest, chopping down stuff, mining a bit as well. Going here, there and everywhere. I can't build a trading post because I haven't got iron. In order to make iron, because now this is a thing. Oh, that's good. In the base game, you could just harvest iron and immediately it's iron. But in this game, you have to refine iron through. You have to refine iron ore. So, we've got Adina is now a labourer and is working as a thing. Well, that's very good. Good on you. Good on you, girl. Good for you. That's good. I'm pleased. Let's have a look at this. Saltbuck's house. No, those all need lumber. So I can do a rustic abode. What if I did one there, but facing the other way? Logs and stone. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh. That's good stuff, that is. The storage barn is full. Right. Time for another. So that's the storage barn, the vanilla one as it appears in the vanilla game, which is vanilla. So we're going to need more stone and things of that sort. And we can get one gatherer to work there, so I shall do that. There we go. There's our one gatherer. And we do need stone, so just want you harvesting stone. in that area. And then go as far afield as there to harvest stone. Get me that stone. So I can say now, definitively, that chewy bacon's good, crispy bacon's good. Oh yeah. And I think for pudding I'll have some of this this citric fruit, Citrus maximus. Got the skin so dry on it, it's peeling like parchment. Hey, that's good. She's worked on another house. That's a nice sight. So what's the population like now? We have 5 adults, 2 children. Let's have a look at some of their ages. We got 13-year-old, 42, 46-year-old. Well, okay, so she's 46. She's going to be 50 soon, so I think already. Worship and remembrance. Small village cemeteries. So we're going to do a small cemetery, or do it 5 by 5. There we go. So I'll just take logs. Not a very sweet fruit to begin with is pomelo, but after the bacon, that's good stuff, that is. Bonsoir, Journal. It caught me when I had a mouthful of pomelo, so excuse me. The sound of me eating's not off-putting to the listeners. Oh, I could do some more water. A fun little life hack. So it is something. Citrus tends to be the best out of something heavily salty. For example, salt mines at the end of the day would give them mandarins to eat. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. So here's a life hack, right? And what are we low on? Reserve of logs is low. Well, tell me something I don't know. So, yeah, I could do with some logs there, actually. That's good. The forest has planted a load of trees. So, let's say, remove some resources there. Remove some there. And go as far afield as there. I want to keep this pile of wood for the moment. Go to an Aldi or a Lidl where you'll see 6 packs of fizzy water shrink wrapped together. And each bottle's 25 pence. So I did it as an experiment because I thought to myself, well, most I'll have to pay is £1.50 for 12 litres of fizzy water, which is a very reasonable price. But the on the carrying strap, it had the product lookup code, the PLU. So what I did is I kept it in the shopping trolley, and the guy behind the till, who was looking really fed up, like he wanted to get off and do anything, he saw I had items in my bag, shopping basket, shopping trolley. So I said, yeah, I've got 2 baguettes and I've got a 166937 or whatever the code was. So he puts it in and he's happy, I'm happy. And yeah, it's like, all right, I've got 6 bottles of fizzy water for just I can only fit 2 graves in there. That's not really going to be much, is it? But anyway, well, that'll be all right for the first 2. So yeah, I got 12 litres of fizzy water for 25p. That is like, what, 2 pence a litre? Which I think is quite reasonable. And once again, our reserve of logs is low, but then again, we do have... You know what, I'm going to halve this fuel limit. 250. So we've got more than enough firewood. You don't need to make any more. Because as soon as we get any logs in, they just go, oh yeah, I'll chop them up into firewood. It's like, I need some for building materials. And this trading post, I was a bit too optimistic about being able to build it. I will be able to build it, but I'm going to need iron, because it seems that you get iron ore in this. And hey, look at that. We got ourselves 2 more labourers, so I'm going to say you both can be foresters. There we go, we've got 3 foresters. That should help with our log situation considerably. Oh, that's nice. We got honey, mushrooms, onions, roots. Along with the fish, that's, I'd say that's pretty much all you need. You've got blueberries, mushrooms. That's a good diet, that is. Speaking of which, let's have a look at the health. Let's find Phil Zavi, because we started off as an Adam and Eve scenario, so only these 2. And the health, yeah, full health. Very happy. Not educated, but never mind. And fisherman and a forester, okay. So that's why she's wandering around doing stuff. But now we are in the 7th winter. And it is, yeah, it's going good. So they gone here? No, they don't want to go that far yet. Okay. But what's our one builder up to? Idling. You're idling because there's nothing for you to build at the moment. But then you're going to go and pick up some resources. Right, I think we should do some processing. Resource production? Refined resources, that's what we need. So we need a fuel producer. No, sorry. We're going to need a tools and forge. There we go. So blacksmith used to create new tools from wood and iron. City blacksmith, small iron smelter. A small iron smelter only produces iron by taking iron ore and furnace fuel. Only one worker can work here is less efficient than large foundry and forge buildings. So we'll have ourselves a small iron smelter there. Yeah. And then we're going to need a foundry. Sorry, something that makes what's the word I'm looking for? Someone that makes fuel. That's it. Industrial fuel production. So we've got fuel refinery, char burner, produce industrial coal from firewood. And then small fuel, make small fuel. Size efficient line from fire. So we'll do a char burner, like so, there. And as this is dealing with fire, we're going to look for a civic buildings, a well. I'm going to do a roadless well. Just pop it over there, like so. Okay, so we'll have some iron soon. As soon as the builder decides, what are you doing, builder? Come on. And hey, look at that. We've got 7 adults and 3 children. So our 2 middle-aged, they're not having children anymore, but their children are having children. So we got Clinton, yeah, and we got Philly and Zevi, and we got Saluma and Wenden. And hey, look, there's a child. So we need someone to work in there, and that makes industrial coal from firewood. Reserve of stone is low. So we got multiple people working as gatherers. Incestville. No, it is not Incestville. Look, it is just don't like them upon time. So let's go here. We got 1 gatherer. We've got 3 foresters. So we'll have 1 forester. Now we'll say here, yeah, make industrial coal. And you can make iron ore and furnace fuel. Alright. But you need furnace fuel, and that's industrial coal. So I'm going to need another one. Oh, that's right. Need stone for that. Oh, look. There's stone over here. Well, go and collect that stone then. Is there any stone there? Nope. Collect some stones. Collect stones. Just go out, go forth and collect those stones for me, would you? Because we need them. So I need to go back to resource production. Nope. This is it. Industrial fuel production. Fuel refinery. Like so. So there's a fuel refinery. And there's our industrial fuel, and there's our stockpile. And this needs, it's got iron ore, but it needs furnace fuel. So we're going to need someone working in the fuel refinery. And to do this fuel refinery, we're going to need more stone. So, I think it's almost at the stage now that, oh, that's a nice load of stone. There was this adventure puzzle game called For God of Thunder. I'm reminded of that game now. Country road, country road. It's not a soil road, it's not a gravel road. Country road, this is the road. Country road, it's a country road. So do that, and then do a bridge. What bridges we got? Stone bridge, wooden bridge, small bridge. Small stone bridge, no. Wood bridge takes a lot. High gangway, gangway connection. Low gangway, tiny stone bridge. Stone and wood. Bridge crossings, brick and wood. Drawbridges. Creek plank, but that's what we want. Just a basic one which just takes basic bits of wood, basically. And that will allow us access to the stone that's over here. A child named Hestelbahn has become an adult as working as a labourer. Well, I'm very pleased to hear that, Hestelbahn. You shall be the one labourer. Look at that. We've already got ourselves 8 adults and 3 children, and all from the Adam and Eve. Even though you made tons of predecessor lovers, I will still buy you a pint one of these days, I vow it. Well, that's very nice, and if ever I get the opportunity, I shall have to cook you something. Because I have just done some bacon, and I left it on the pan what I assumed was too long, but as it turned out, was just right. Because I've never had bacon that crispy before. Wasn't quite charcoal, but it was close to it. And it was like eating pork scratchings or bacon-flavoured crisps. It was crunchy, and it tasted exactly like bacon-flavoured crisps, which makes me wonder, how do they do it? Because they don't use bacon flavour in those. Oh, I've done it slightly wrong. That's the road, and that's that. Oh, never mind. Never bloody mind. It can always be fixed later on. But now we've got enough stone, so the one builder, 19-year-old Simer, is, what's he going to do? He's working. So he's having a work. He's building that well. And, yeah, well. And he's built as well, so now he's going to go and get some resources. And he's cold, he's going someplace to warm up. And he's getting something to eat. Let's slow this down so I can actually read what's happening. He's idling, he's idle, he's got nothing to do. Well, the fuel refinery needs stone. So really, instead of being bone idle, Mr. Simer, you could go and pick up... Yeah, you're picking up resources. Right. So we've got our industrial coal. But why don't you go and pick up some stones, eh? There's plenty of stones that need picking up, so... Come on, chaps, pick up some stones. Pick up some stones. Pick up the stones. So I've got one labourer, which is gathering food. And there's our storage barn, and there's our small storage barn, so we've got a bit more room now. And you can upgrade that to a storage warehouse, provided you've got lumber and building materials, which we don't have yet. So, this building can't work. So the guy there is idle. So I'm hoping when they're idle, they'll be like, you know what, it's a nice day out. Let's go and get some bloody resources. Because we need stone, don't we? Oh yeah, should we get some stone? Nah, can't be asked. Well, would you like a pub to go to? Yeah. Then you're going to need some stone. And hey, you know what? All of these houses are occupied. Yeah, they're all occupied. So very soon we're going to be looking at getting another house, I'd say. So I can't do a stone house there, but I can do a town abode. I can't do a town abode actually, because a town abode would require lumber, which I don't have. I can do a rustic abode, so let's do a rustic abode there. Which, hey, guess what? Take stone. So do you want a new house to go into? You do? Well then go and get some stone. Stone, 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 stone. Well, Janelle, I hope one of these days, when the house arrest is over, you find yourself in Oxford at some point, or somewhere nearabouts, and you and I can go to one of the many, many pubs that's there. But not the one near the Radcliffe Camera, because they are no fun fags and they don't deserve my money. I'm very annoyed because they used to have a display showing currencies from around the world, and I gave them my 100 Serbian dinar note, the one with a picture of Nikola Tesla on it, and then they stripped down the bloody wall. And I'm miffed about that, because it's like, well, you've had that money wall display for as long as I can remember, And then I give you one of the most prized possessions to say, you know what, I think it would be better here than in my wallet. And then you go and you insult me like that. So fuck you. Pub that's near the Radcliffe Camera. One of the most ancient pubs in the world. One Bill Clinton's been to as well, which makes it a bit ignoble. But, well, never mind. There's all sorts of unscrupulous individuals end up going in places, don't they? So we got 2 new labourers. So let's have... Who's the worker? Oh, I see. Worker is like you're working there. We could do with some more... Well, we could do more everything, really. But let's have some more foresters. So those 2 new labourers are now going to become foresters. So, where's our old couple? Philly and Zevi. They're living in their house together. Enjoying their, not really retirement. And if you ever find yourself near Bournemouth, yeah, okay. Cool. Bournemouth. I was in Plymouth, not last year, I think. Actually, it was last year. No, let me think about it. Last year. No, sorry, 2019. I was there in February 2019. I was in Plymouth. And went to a nice pub by the beach and by the harbour. And saw some nice fat slags there who were working in the chip shop, and they served me chips, and the younger of the 2 was chatting me up, but unfortunately she was a bit too fat for my taste. So I like them fat, but I don't like it when... It's not that the forehead gets fat, it's that they're suffering lymphedema, and their lymph glands are so swollen with fat that it looks fat, but it's not fat, it's swelling. Ah, it is a dead then. Yes, yeah. I look forward to you can give me a tour around Bournemouth, and likewise, if you find yourself in the Shire, I will give you a tour of the Shire, and it's really it's really out of the way. It's effectively a 15-minute bus journey, but we can go to the North Oxford Cemetery if you want to see Mr. Tolkien's grave. Not that there's anything remarkable about it, it's just a grave which has got lots of well-wishers and flowers on it. But it's one of those things that, if you like his work, it's worth looking at. We finally got enough stone, so we're going to build this fuel refinery. It's about bloody time. We've got ourselves another labourer, so you can both become builders. Stop idling and get to work. There we go. Just need to give them a little bit of encouragement now and then. Journal. Est-ce que vous avez lire Elfteur? Elf. Because the website doesn't exist anymore. It used to be on a website called lapin.org. But then it got deleted. So you can make furnace fuel from firewood. Well... Then what's the point of making industrial coal? So if I say make furnace fuel from coal, I need someone to work the place. So who's working here? You. You are a fuel refiner. Okay. So you're picking up resources. Yeah, picking up resources. Okay, you got your resources. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Come on, come back. Faster, faster, faster. And you're still working as a fuel refiner, but you're not interested in doing a job. You're actually like, no, I'm picking up resources. Now you're cold and you want to go someplace warm. Well, come on then. Get someplace warm then. So now you're somewhere warm. Picking up resources, yeah. And now you're idling. You're a builder. Well, that was a waste of time. So, can't make it because there's no coal. Alright, make it from firewood then. So you're telling me this industrial coal actually does nothing? Great. Marvellous. Simply fantastic. You know what? I'm going to sweep that up. Where's my sweep button? There it is. Sweep it. Sweep it all up. So now we've got a worker that's out of work. And then now we're producing furnace fuel from firewood. So what's that industrial coal for? Is that for another mod, which I hope I find out what that's for. But anyway, this means that now we got furnace fuel, we got iron ore, we can finally start turning iron ore into iron, which will be a very nice thing, because then eventually that iron ore will go here to this trading post. And when we got this trading post, I could have, once I got this trading post going, I got access to all sorts of resources. Moustache or beard? I usually have a beard, but shaved it the first time in 7 years. Yeah, you know, for years and years I used to have a beard. But then I say recently, like within the past 2 years or so, I found it really uncomfortable and itchy. So I shaved it all off. And I used to have a moustache, but then I shaved that off as well. It's your preference. You go with what you're comfortable with. I even used to have my hair long, but I had that cut short as well. I guess I'm no longer spiritually enlightened because I keep my hair cut short. Really, it's just a case of pragmaticism. I don't live in a place where I can... well, I suppose I could bathe every day, but that would involve a lot of stoking fires and being patient, and frankly I don't have time to do that, so I bathe twice a week, which, you know, compared to my medieval ancestors would be seen as a bit obsessive. But yeah, I shave once or twice a week. And oh, look at this, look, these people don't have tools. So is there something I can do to say that? Honestly, I think it's very strange that you're saying that if I meet up, I will give your preference for facial hair. I think it's very improper for me to advise a man on what sort of facial hair they should have. I mean, as long as you don't smell like you've been dragged out for swamp, then that will do. What am I looking for here? Fuel production. We need a blacksmith. Tools and forge. Small workshop. Metalsmith. Blacksmith, that's it. So we'll put a blacksmith here. Like so. And how are we doing on clothes? We've got ourselves no clothes in there. We've got 28 hide coats there. And we got 2,000 fish. We're actually doing alright for food. Well, that's a good sign. But anyway, this won't last that long. So what's Phil Zavi? They're still alive. Let's have a look at Phillies. Yeah, still got good health. That's good. And you're still making iron ore and furnace fuel, yeah? You're still making furnace fuel. Oh, that annoys me. I've just built a bunch of industrial coal and I can't do anything with it. Well, I suppose I can sell it in the trading post once I get enough iron. And then once I have traders come in, they'll probably sell me tools. But without tools, it's going to be a bit difficult to do things. Yes, so I'm not saying you'd smell like a swamp. So what I'm saying is do a bare minimum of grooming, and that'll be enough. And likewise, if I find myself in Bournemouth, I too shall do a bare minimum of grooming. I shall brush my hair. I shall probably have a shave, because I haven't shaved in over 5 days, and it's getting to the itchy point again. If you saw me from, I want to say 5 years ago, from 6 years ago, I had a beard and I looked like a tramp. I had hair down to my arse, a long beard, and I must admit it's probably why I got pulled over by customs multiple times when I was travelling from France to England. And they wanted to have a look at, they were very interested to see what I had in my boot. So I showed them repeatedly, like the chocolate and beer I bought from Belgium. Yeah. Funny enough, Belgium doesn't really have I say it doesn't have a history of cider. They do have cider, but they sell it for silly prices, and yet the Normandy French, they make good cider. And when I was in Carrefour, where my godmother lives, very reasonable price. I think I paid something like €2.50 for a 75cl bottle. And they did two different types. They had Brut and Doux. And Doux was 2.5%, and Brut was 5%. And it was such a good cider. It was like, this is smooth. This is nice. Hello, Jay. I'm doing well. I'm talking about grooming standards and facial hair. And you're welcome. Join me here in Diederly upon Tyne. So this is the River Tyne. And this is the village of Just Don't Like 'Em, where you'll see we have 11 adults and 3 children. And we started off with just one couple, 68-year-old Philly and 64-year-old Xavi. And so all their children are occupying all these houses. So I don't know whose aunts and cousin brothers, but they're all related to one another. And so far, no major problems from incest. So it's all going good. Poor Wendon's a 41-year-old virgin. Wendon's just been by himself all this time. Poor guy. Oh, and maybe when Damona grows up. Hang on. Wendon is that one. Damona is that one. Yeah, so in another 6 years, maybe Wendon can have a wife when she gets old enough. But the main problem I have with my town is I don't have enough iron, and I want lots of iron so that I can have this trading post. So I need another 9 iron. But unlike the base game, you can't just mine the iron straight from the ground. You have to refine it. So that's why I've got a fuel refiner here and an iron smelter there. Cactus oil. Huh. Oh, I didn't think... Oil? Yeah, I suppose... Yeah, there is oil from cacti. I remember when I was doing something in my hippie days with cacti, and just the amount of fat which you can extract from it is quite surprising. Yeah. So let's have a fuel refiner. There we go. We've still got 2 builders. And everything's taken a long time because they were without tools, so it's taking a while. So we got everything we need except for stone. Yeah. So this is the one here. We just need another 8 iron. And I guess they're just bashing these rocks with rocks. And it's taking a long time, as you can see. So yeah, we've got 8 people without tools. Is there any cheats I can do to change that? Well, first of all, I'm going to do the free trading. That will help. And then I'm going to do unlimited resources. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And then what can I do? Well, I've done the limited resources. So we got any tools there? No, no tools there, no tools there. But hey, look, we got someone working as a blacksmith. Or rather, we got builders building the blacksmith site very slowly. Rock plus rock equals rocks. Yep, that's right. So, hit the big brain with a rock. Bash a rock to make a smaller rock, and now I have rocks. And hey, if I put this rock and bash this rock, I can make a rock hammer. And then I can have my blacksmith making stone tools. Hit the big brain to the rock. My classic hunting coat and beret. Oh, wow. Rock plus rock equals rock. Ugstein. You missed the last bit. Ugstein. Ugstein. Oh, yeah, yeah. Uggrug, the rock guy. But, here we go. Struggling to get it. Janelle, I am honored that you would go to such an effort for me. And I assure you, I will put a modicum of effort into my appearance as well, so that it will be a pleasant thing for both of us. Oh, look, I can make wooden tools. Let's go with stone tools. But we're going to need a blacksmith, so blacksmith. Hey, there we go. We've already got 2 blacksmiths. So now, so you're going to go there. You're going to make stone tools from logs and stone. What about here? Yeah. So I just carry on doing that. And have we got stone over there? We got stone. Yeah, we got logs. So we've got everything we need to make some stone hammers, clubs, and my favourite stone, my favourite tool, the rock. Hit a big brain with a rock. That was a thing. We were doing, the reserve of food. What do you mean the reserve of food is low? There was like 2,000 fish in there. Oh. Oh, there isn't. Oh, no. Well, if I say unlimited houses food, let's do that cheat like a dirty bastard. I mean, I'm not having any sort of sense of realism to this game because let's face it, they're all incest babies. So it makes sense that now they've just got magic amount of food in their houses. No, the fish doesn't go off in this game, which I find very interesting, is you can do fish preserving and fish smoking. No, that's a very good thing in this game. Fish won't go off. So this blacksmith, he's got no tools, but he's making tools. So I assume he's just bashing rocks against one another. To fashion other ones. But yeah, he's... Come on, hurry up, make some tools, matey. So we've got 13 adults and 12 are without tools. Okay. And one of the ones without tools is blacksmith. So there's one guy and he's got tools and it's like, nope, you ain't having my tools. And it's like, maybe you should give the blacksmith your tools. Nah, fuck off. No one's having my tools. So, yeah, this could take some time. But, hey, look at that. The builders are here, and they're just bashing bits of mud and clay together and stones, and that's good. Very soon we'll have a labourer working as a trader. I'm going to sell this bloody useless industrial coal, which has got no practical purpose whatsoever, until maybe I find the building which uses it. I want to read Game of Thrones, but I find the task daunting. Do yourself a favour, read Lord of the Rings instead, and then go, it's like Game of Thrones, but better and doesn't suck. And then you'll be alright. I haven't even wanted to rewatch the show. I'd much rather watch Breaking Bad than Game of Thrones. Oh, look at that. Just slowly but surely, we're getting there. We're getting there, lads. We're going to have a trading post, and then when we get a trading post, we've got a link to the outside world. We just don't like them, but like them enough to buy their shit. And hey, look, the blacksmith, he's now got a tool. So I've now got 7 people without tools, and that's all good. So once we got enough tools there, I'm gonna have him switch over to making iron tools. What we're low, reserve of tools is low. But hey, guess what? At least we got some tools now, which is better than having no tools. Oh, once again, the blacksmith is without tools. So what, did you just give away your hammer to somebody? It's like, yeah, I'll make another one. You're just going to bash rocks with your hands? Yeah. It's character building. It's almost ready. It's ready. Right. Okay, so we need a trader. A trader. And we're going to have, the one resource we're trading is industrial coal. So we'll have 500 industrial coal, like so. And now, how's, oh look at them, Filian's Zavi, they're still alive, they're in the 70s now. That's alright, I mean considering, how much is the, 70 years ago, that was there, and there was a storage cart which is now gone. Now there's a barn, and now they've got houses, and you got yourself a little hamlet with 16 inhabitants. Need more tools, mate. Tools take over the world. There's a new Lord of the Rings series. I don't want to watch Lord of the Rings with Samuel L. Jackson and Jason Momoa and Diane Abbott. I think the sweet spot is somewhere between Noble Bright and Grimdark. Both Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones are unbearable at times. I must admit, I really skipped over nearly all of the poetry in Lord of the Rings. Maybe I should reread it one of these days. I've reread Dune far more than I've read Lord of the Rings. But then my good friend Fremen on the Sand would tell you about that, not me. Because I'm just your friendly hobbit. Alright, let's have lots of foresters. And we've got one labourer left, so you can be a gatherer. There we go. Right, so where's our... We got a trader somewhere? Yeah, we got your industrial coal. Where's our trader? Pick up resources. There we go. And you've got a steel tool. Where did you get a steel tool from? Oh, I know. It's a limitation in the game. Anything which isn't iron counts as a steel tool, but it's doesn't last as long. So now, if I click on there, we see we've got stone tools. So let's just do a little thing. Let's just do a little cheeky cheat. 5, 6, 7. There we go. I just wiped out a whole stock of food, but I gained a whole stock of tools. So I'm going to say the tool limit is going to be 500. Click 500. Now I can make rough tools. 1 log, 1 iron ore. Iron tools. 1 log, 1 iron. So yeah, I can make iron tools. Like so. So come on. We need a trader. I need a trader. I need a trader to come around. He's going to stop off. He's going to sell me stuff. And then I might start agriculture. I need a trader. Do. I need a trader. Do. A trader better come and he better sell me stuff. Otherwise I'm going to cut out his tongue. I need a trader. And hey, if I built a bridge there, I could access all those resources. You're cold? Well, be the opposite of cold. What if I made the industrial fuel limit 100? There we go. You carry on making your iron. Yeah, that's fine. We need a lot more. That's the problem, you see. Unfortunately, all my firewood's getting turned into furnace fuel. And there's getting a lot of iron ore to process. The iron limit's 200. So any day now we should get a someone come along. So there's our firewood. It's a bit crap. I know what we can do. Resource production. Refined resources. Resource production. Raw materials producer. No. Refined resources. I like Lord of the Rings in terms of the two different worlds, ideas and cultures. They're good apart, but they can't mix. Has anybody read was it the Wheel of Time, Wheel of Fortune books? I never read those, but I'm told they're quite good. Terry Goodkind. So we've got firewood, battery coke ovens, modular build, processes coal into coke, woodcutter, coal furnace, chopper, tiny chopper, bundling shed, cutter yard, stacks burner, tools and forge, no. resource production. Maybe it comes under resource production. No, it's definitely not storage. I think it comes under refined resources. So it's like wood, crafting, construction. That's it. So a water wheel sawmill. So I'll put it in over like so. I can put it there. And let's do a dirt road. Like that. Wheel of Time, Wheel of Fortune, Terry Goodkind. Goodkind Terry. Never read it. Game of Thrones is the stories of the corruption of men that's implied in Lord of the Rings, Nazgul, Boromir, etc. Yeah. I think he was going to go on to it with the Silmarillion, but never did it because he found it was too depressing. I was talking about moving away from an age of magic and elves and towards the age of man, and even the hobbits are long forgotten, and it was just sort of unpleasant, like corruption and stuff like that. And yeah, you defeated evil, but then you got the evil of yourselves. And the problem is just it seems that everybody else has also gone, oh yeah, let's also do that. Everyone's grimdark these days. Not grimdark in the way the 1970s was, where the party of the 60s was over, but it's sort of grimdark in a way of like, oh yeah, it's the end of civilization, and there's nothing we can do to head the thing. So that's the problem. It just infects everybody's subconscious, and all the art that exists as a consequence of it is just a bit shit, really. A bit depressing, a bit meh, oh, this is grim, innit? And a trader's here, right? Trader, all of your stuff, I'm happy it. So we go trade, rough tools. All right, yep, I'll have your rough tools. And it says I'm overpaying, but that's okay. You can have some industrial coal. Right, now piss off and tell your friends that we're good for it. I've just given him a promissory note saying that I'm totally good for it. I've used my modern monetary theory, and he accepts it. It's faith-based currency. It's like, yeah, I think you're good for it. I'll come around again. I see you've got a prosperous nation. Enjoy the tools. Hope you find a good use for them. You better believe I'll find a good use for those rough tools. And you aren't making iron tools because you don't have iron. And you don't have iron because the small iron smelter is a lazy bugger. Gathering fuel. You're a blacksmith, I see. Gathering fuel. Could do with more fuel. But in order to have more fuel, we're going to... Why don't we have... we don't have any builders, that's why. Right. So let's have a look here. Xavi and Philly, they're still alive, 74 and 78 years old. Yeah, I gave them... No, I gave them some JDLE pounds. It's totally good. It's for beer tokens. Once we've built a pub, you can have unlimited beer. But we can't build a pub just yet because we don't have agriculture. And I suppose I could make some mead. Do I have any honey? No honey. Oh, there's a little bit of honey, but no, you can't have it. So just come round in about 10 or 20 years' time, and and that's what I did. I wrote them a promissory note for JDLE Weatherspoons pub. When I build a Weatherspoons pub in my little hamlet of 14. No, not 14. It's 14 plus 3 is 17. And my hamlet was 17 people in it. It all started with Xavi and Phil. And we see we've got children there, brother cousins. Wendon is still a virgin at 51. He's got no wife. I'm guessing, like, he's the runt of the family. He's like, yeah, no, you know what, Wendon? We'll stay in a little shack here. You can just... Poor Wendon's not going to be able to get it up by the time someone wants to marry him. We'll have to build another house. Build a stone house. We could do that. And then I'll squeeze in a little abode there, a free log cabin, tiny shack, and town abode. No, can't do that because that takes lumber. So we'll have can't do rustic abode. That's what I wanted. There, just like that. And there's no one working here, so we'll change that. Have someone working that, and I want you to make firewood, please. Lumber could come later, but for the main thing is we really need some firewood. So this should hopefully produce firewood in much greater quantity than this chopping pit over here. Wyndon reminds me of Moss from the IT crowd. Yeah, he's little Wyndon here, the gatherer. Actually, if I pause the game and slow it down, let's follow. Let's follow Wyndon. Oh no, I need to unpause the game. So this is the life of Wyndon. Hello, my name is Wyndon. All my cousin brothers do not like me. I am 59 years old. I cannot get it up anymore. I've not had a wife from my sister cousins. So I just go on my life. I walk into the forest and I see a comically large-sized honeycomb. I am going to walk past it and pick it up. There you go. I've picked up some honey. And it is sweet. It is almost sweet enough to pass the fact that everyone in my hamlet is having sex except for me. They are related to me. They're all having sex, but they don't have sex with me. So I'm just going to take this scythe and I'm going to chop up these weeds and I'm going to mix the honey and weeds together. And hopefully it will be a powerful aphrodisiac. Everyone will love me and want to have sex with me. At least all the women will want to have sex with me. So I am just going to look back into the hut. I am looking back into the hut with my my huge honeycomb. And I'm going... Wyndon is French, you see. That's a French name. And I have placed it there, and now I am going to fuck off. Because I have done my 1.5 hours of work a day. And that's all the peasant would work in the olden days. You'd work 1.5 hours and you're like, right, I'm going to the pub now. It's like, you're going to go to work after the pub? No, I'm going to go to church. Then I'm going to have my lunch. Then I'll go to work. So you do an hour's work in the morning, 1.5 hours work after your lunch. And it's like, right, I'm going to go pray now. Ah, medieval life. But you'd only do 1.5 hours work on the work days. A third of the year would be feast days and holidays where you wouldn't do any work. You'd go to the church and your Lord would be like, right, here's all the food you've made and here's the food back and let's have a feast. And yeah. Oh yeah, it was so bad being a peasant. Back in the old days, you'd have to work much less than what we work now. And your quality of food was much better than what it is now. Oh, but they only get to eat fish and vegetables because they couldn't go hunting. Yeah? Can you go hunting? No. Checkmate, wage slave. Oh, but you're a wage slave too. I was a wage slave, now I'm a neat. I'm off to sleep as well, mate. Good night. It's custom to marry those from the village over, so I'm guessing everyone in Banished is screwed. Well, this is... well, I suppose the idea of the game being called Banished is they've been banished, probably for incest. And it's like, fine, we'll set up our own hamlet full of incest. So that's why it is called JDLE Upon Time. And Philly81, still alive. Let's have a look at our Philly. Health is going down now. So, could be dead any time soon. So we'll have a look at that. Your furnace fuel was almost full. Iron ore as well. Firewood really seems to be struggling. It's like you're picking up, you're putting it down, you're picking up. Oh, I see. You can't do it because that house is full. Right. Well, you know what that means. You need to get some stones in those houses. And come on, I keep saying to these guys, hey, pick up some stone, why don't you? And they're like, yeah, sure. You 1.5 hours a day you work, could you? Well, it's going to take me about 45 minutes to walk there. So I'll walk there, I'll have a look at those stones, go, no, I don't fancy it, I'll go back home. So the fact is, they're all trying to pick up fire and stick it into this little tiny house. But they can't do it. Because this little tiny house is full of food. What, does nobody live there? I'm clicking on this house. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's Wendon's house. That's right. Wendon the Unloved. Wendon the 54-year-old virgin. I refuse to have incest with my family. No, everyone else refuses to have incest with you, Wendon. Get it right. Oh, I really want to... Hang on. Can I don't want to make them homeless, but at the same time... let's see, priorities. Make that top priority, because you can build that very quickly with just 6 stone. So I have 2 builders. And let's see, 82-year-old Phil. Yeah, your house going down. Well, you are 82 years old, so guess you're not long for this world. And were they suffering a bit as well? Ah, but there we go. This house is being built. Rustic abode. Come on. Come on, guys. Hurry up and build it. Almost there. God, these... I like how lazy they are, but at the same time it's like, I would do... Oh no, there's a little bit of snow. I'm going to go back indoors. I'm going to have a cup of tea. But tea hasn't been invented yet. Yeah, I'm going to have a beer. There we go. It's almost there. 37 for night, 40. There we go. Oh, and already 2 people have moved in. So I was going to say, perhaps... I could deconstruct that. But no, I can't deconstruct that. And there's not enough wood there, so... that's a bit annoying. So if I remove that structure... Let's have a look. What buildings have I got? What about this tiny shack log cabin? Log cabin. Yeah, do a log cabin. That looks pretty cool. Log camp, housing for a single family, better warmth and comfort than wooden home, family of 5. So I'll do 2 of those. My hope is I can deconstruct this. Or at least enough so that people start clearing resources out of it. Because I think with all these houses, they've got a bit too much stuff, they've got a bit too much food, not enough firewood. Why didn't the name of the village Shelbyville, Hobbit? Yeah, I could have done that, Simpsons, but no, this is the village of just don't like 'em. Not racist, just don't like 'em. So all the people in this, they're all related to one another. This is going to be the proper Alfno state? No, I mean the Ethno state. This one's not using the Alftor pictures. Ah, Alftor, that was a good comic. Alftor Invades Israel is one of my favourites. Yes, I've watched Simpsons with Shelbyville. But now, come on, let's get the thing. So if I say increase priority there, do that. The Alfno state. Yeah, I did this game previously, and I used as the thumbnail image Alftor. As I kept thinking about elves, and yeah, I just thought it was a bit of a laugh, really. So we got Ah, there we go. Building a log cabin. Very good. Yeah. So just got to hurry it up. And, oh, look at that. Already we found some people to occupy it. And there's Damiarbirth. There was the third born, but Zavi... Oh, hang on. Did I miss it? Phil the fisherman has died of old age. Yeah, we have. So there we go. So now it's just Zavi. Zavi, his health... He's 80 years old and his health is all right. He's still working as a forester. Good on him. He's been a fisherman. He's been a builder. He's been all sorts. We don't have any fishermen. So we shall need a fisherman. A fisher of men. Not to be confused with anal fishers. That will come in pink news later. Ugh. Dirty pink news. I keep trying to build houses so that I can deconstruct this house. Right, let's speed things up a bit. Well, the fact is, when Zavi dies, that house will become vacant. And even though they're all related to one another, she would be homeless if I was to deconstruct the house. She wouldn't move back in with her 81-year-old father. So already we got 2 moved in. Yeah. Fitzhugo and Aya. And we got someone moved in there. And look at this. Got Wendon and that. And, oh, you know what? What does that need? That needs 8 and 16. Right. So pop one along there. Pop one along there. And another one. Town abode. No, we're not making lumber yet. Log cabin. Do that. So now speed things up. What am I referencing? What was I referencing? Turns out the Simpsons are descended from coal burners according to a 2010 episode. Oh, what? Homer Simpson finds out he's got... Isn't that an episode of Family Guy as well? Where he finds out that he's got this ancestor called Nate, who was black and enslaved by Pewterschmidt's family. So, his father-in-law owes him reparations. Oh yeah, that was a great episode. I want Rice Krispie Treats reparations. I'm going to rebuild that stockpile because I don't like it. I don't like it being transparent. It upsets me. I want it to be clearly visible so I can see. And hey, look, Zavi is dead. So that's it. That's the end of Adam and Eve, and now it's just their descendants. Hey, look, wagon parts. I don't know what they're there for, but we'll have one, yeah, trade that, and they'll piss off. You've got your beer tokens. The pub will be built, definitely will be built. Just got to trust the plan, guys. Got to trust the plan. It's going to be built. It's going to be a beautiful. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a big, beautiful pub, and we're going to make them foreigners pay for it. So I'll remove that structure. And now if I do that, you say you're homeless, but there's a house you can move into. So that's the original house. And look at that. Just it goes right off the screen with all the stuff that's got to be offloaded from it. But I'm hoping what's her name has moved into one of these vacant properties. Yeah, there's no homeless. That's good. So in order to demolish that house, we got to get thing. If I look here, yep, there's a small village cemetery with its two graves to Philly and what's her name? I'm just going to call them Adam and me from now on, because that's who they are. What if I do another fenceless cemetery? Transparent cemetery, transparent fences cemetery, zombie tombstone cemetery, an abbey, chapel, small village cemeteries, Bocap Mosque. Ugh. Cemetery. We'll do a big one. Huge. 20 by 20. That's as big as I can make it. Gonna need a lot of stone for this one. Oh, look at that. I assume they're offloading stuff onto it, but I can't tell. I was going to end the stream when the two died, but the fact is I want that tiny house not to be demolished. I just want it emptied. Because I'm keeping that house there as a marker along with this bar. It's like, this is where things started. This is where it all began. How we're doing? We've got rough tools, we've got wagon parts, got iron tools. Very good. Got some iron tools there. So I think the tool limit, I'm going to make it 150. Like so. And then the blacksmiths can have a rest. They can help out with the other things. Look at all that. That's a huge amount of stuff that's got to be taken out. And I don't really know what the builders are doing. So let's have a look at the builders. You're getting something to eat. You're working. Oh, I see. You're building these houses. Well, okay. What about Wendell? Wendon? Ah! Berth has moved in, but they're too old to have children, so... Wow, okay. He finally got married. I really hope they're not having sex at 67:59. That'd just be unpleasant. But yeah. Oh, that would be unpleasant, but hey, they got rid of the tiny house. It got demolished. Didn't want it demolished, I just wanted it... Well, that's a bit sad. Oh, what's that? You ain't got enough firewood. What about this house? There's nothing in there. And there's a lot of blueberries and such like in there. Reserve of firewood is low. Well, you've got a stockpile there, so get to making some. And you've got logs, so stored logs is alright. What's that? That's the gatherer's hut. We got 5,000 food, that's good. I'm going to make the log limit 2,000. Really get the foresters busy. You got fish, you got honey, you got rose hips, but you don't have any firewood. Could do with some firewood. I mean, I could rebuild a house there, but you know what? No, let's go for some decoration. Reserve of stone is low. Yeah, I know. Build decorative items. What we got? Fence. Palisades. Fences, walls and decoratives. Boxes. Wagons, barrows and carts. Decorative road water builder, small wagon, F-key variants. Large wagon, road buildable. Oh, so I could build a wagon. Food decorations. Food bags and boxes. Got to have some. I want something to sort of say, this is where it started. A village flagpole. Yeah, village flagpole. There we go. We'll have a village flagpole. Decorative lumber pile. Water edge. Deco prop. Deco tables. Stone bridge. Decorative plants. Hydrangea, blue flowers. Yeah, have some blue flowers. And some hibiscus. Oh yes. Do some of that. There we go. Instant build. And there's our stockpile over there. Very good. Oh, doesn't that look nice? So here we've got a flagpole. No flag on it, mind you. And you've got an option to remove the flagpole. But suffice to say, this is where it all started. And so yeah, we're doing all right. And we got a cemetery there because we got a two of it there. And Damerberth is there, but where's Wendon? Wendon's moved in. Oh wow, that didn't last long. They've already divorced and separated into different houses. But you know what? I think that'll do us tonight. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to save the game there. And we'll save it as JGLE upon Tyne. And yeah, you can now go away. So go away now.